Hey you guys, thank you so much for coming to this video. So today I am going to be sending some photos to Fiverr to have them edited, and we're gonna see what happens. I've never done this before, but I saw Natalia Taylor on YouTube. She did this a couple of different times, just kind of seeing other people's perspective on pictures and just kind of experimenting and seeing like how they change things and what they do differently than you would edit your own photos. So if you guys are interested in seeing how someone on Fiverr will edit my photos, let's get into the video. If you guys have not heard of Fiverr, it's basically just a website where you can go and hire different people to do different things. You can have a logo made, you could have a song made, you can have people edit your pictures. So that's just what we're gonna do. So we just went out and took this picture a little bit ago, just outside, natural lighting, completely unedited. We're going to see who on Fiverr we can get to edit this. So I'm gonna screen record and let's go to Fiverr. So we want Photoshop editing, and let's see if we could filter by price range. Let's go $0 to $10 because I don't want to spend too much on this. I think the ones Natalia did were like anywhere from $5 to $15. Let's see. So this one looks good. It says do Photoshop edits, remove background, face swap, image resize professionally. So that all looks good. So a $5 one is just one simple photo edit in one day. So let's go ahead and do this one. The only details I'm going to put is just say, make me look more beautiful. And I think I'll just put that on every single one. So that way we can just see how they do it differently with the same instructions. Okay, so then this one says do photo retouching, skin enhancement, and pro editing on Photoshop. So this one's only $5 for 5 images. I'm just gonna do the one since that's what we're doing. So let's go continue. So we'll just paste that. In this one, I'm just saying one picture is fine. So send that one. This one looks nice. It says photo retouching and enhancement, Photoshop editing fast. So we'll do this one. This one's also $5 for 5 photos, but I'll just do one. Okay, so this one looks interesting. It says retouch photo edit image. You get pimple, scar, and blemish removal, skin smoothing with preserving texture, retouching hair, lips, teeth, and eyes, correction of figure and face shape, color corrections, removing dust particles, spots, and scratches, and then removal of unwanted objects. Let's go ahead and do this one. This one's also $5. Send that one. Okay, so then the last one I'm gonna do is the high-end skin retouching. It says do high-end model and portrait photo retouching with natural looking skin. It says you get detailed skin work, basic body shaping, eyes and teeth whitening, and color and lighting adjustments. This one's taking 4 days. The other one said like 1 day. Maybe this one will be a better edit just because it's a little more expensive and takes more time. So now that we've chosen 5 different people to edit my photo, it's going to take a couple days in order to get those all back. So I will be back once those are all done and I will show you the results. All right guys, so it has been 1 week since I sent my pictures to Fiverr and chose 5 different people to edit my photo. I got everything back. I have not looked at them. They all kind of asked like, is this okay? Do you want me to change anything? And I was just like, yeah, it's fine. Even though I didn't look at it. I didn't want to look at it yet. I wanted to wait till I was filming to see really what they changed. So let's go to this first one that has the photo of the man and woman kind of dressed up nice. Downloading. Okay, so there it is. So there's the before and after. And this one just looks like they literally just took the brightness, contrast, and saturation up a little bit. And that's all. They didn't really like change anything or like smooth anything. Yeah, because like if you zoom into my face, all my like pores and like little fine lines and stuff, everything is still there. So they really didn't change anything. They just kind of played with just a couple settings on the picture, which is so easy to do. So that one's definitely not worth paying the money. It does look a little better than the original photo. That's not how I would edit. I'm gonna edit this picture as well at the end so you guys can see how I would do it. Also on Fiverr, if you didn't see in the last video when I was paying for them, it says $5, but then Fiverr adds their own fee. You pay $2 for a service fee and then 63 cents sales tax. So it was $7.63 each, and then the $10 one was like 12 something. So it's not only $5. So I spent a lot more than I was planning on because it all adds up. It's fine. It's an experiment. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this one just has the picture of the girl's face and it just looks a lot brighter and a lot better. So let's see. Okay, so this one, this one, they definitely smoothed me out. If you zoom in to my face, I definitely don't look natural at all. This is like way too much smoothing for me. She smoothed out my chest and my arms. So they also smoothed the wrinkles in my shirt. My shirt was kind of wrinkly, so they kind of smoothed that. That looks nicer. I think that's about it. And then again, they did play with the lighting and contrast and stuff a bit too. It looks pretty good, but the smoothing of my skin is just way too much. I don't like to look that unnatural. I don't know. It just is weird. So let's go to the third one. So this one just had that picture of a woman's face and it's saying like Photoshop retouching. So let's see. This one looks pretty good. It looks like they went in and smoothed my face a little bit, just kind of toning down, because it was just kind of weird lighting, not very flattering light. So just kind of toning down the little wrinkles and fine lines on my face. That I appreciate. They made my skin tone look a lot nicer. It looks a little more like it was nicer and sunny outside. It's kind of brightened it up. And then it looks like they smoothed out my arm and chest skin, which that part, I feel like that's a little too much. If you look at my arm, that's a little too smooth. Your arm is still skin. It's not like plastic. This looks like a plastic arm. I think that's all they did. This photo, I really like how they did the coloring. I think the coloring looks really nice. Did a good job there. I wish they would have done a little less smoothing on my arm. All right, fourth one, which this was the woman with like that crazy feather makeup look thing. So let's see what they did. Okay, this one, they edited my body. This is what I was waiting for. Okay, let's see. They definitely smoothed out my face. Kind of in between, like just enough and too much. It's not like crazy too much, but it's definitely smooth. But they definitely took in my waist. Do you see that? Do you see that? They just sucked it in. I look like I lost 20 pounds. I mean, from right here, it doesn't look too crazy, but I feel like when you see my whole body, there's something unnatural about it. So, and I don't know if it's just because I know I don't look like that, or if it doesn't look right. It doesn't look real. It looks fake and photoshopped. So maybe if they did it a little bit less, it would have looked more natural, but that's a lot. Like they sucked me in good. Doesn't look like they did much to like my hips where my hand is down. It just looks like they took that whole midsection and just really went to town. I think the photo overall is a little kind of dark. I think it looks weird too. My arm, the width of my arm compared to the width of my waist looks a little strange to me. I don't know. People do this and people try to make it look like they're a lot thinner in their photos than they actually are in real life. I mean, I could put this up and be like, oh, I'm on a diet. Would you guys think that this was real if I posted this? Like, let me know what you guys think. Does it just look too unnatural and like weird? Or would you really think that that was me? Okay, and this final one was the more expensive one. It was the $10. This was the picture of the models together. Let's see what they did. Okay, so this one looks pretty nice. It looks like they went in and added some pink eyeshadow and made my lips pinker and some blush, which that does look nice. They definitely smoothed out my whole face, chest and arms and everything. The way that they smoothed it out though, it looks a lot more natural than the first one. The first one just kind of blended it into nothing where I didn't even look like I had a face anymore. This one actually looks pretty natural, but I feel like it's just too much. It's just going too fake. So that one looks pretty good. I feel like my face looks the best in this one because they did some really nice smoothing out and added some color into my face to give me a little more life, I guess. I also noticed that the last two edited out this little cement block thing that was there. So the other two didn't. So I thought that was nice that they took the time to edit out just this little random thing in the picture. So I think my favorite would have to be the fifth one, even though it is a little bit more smoothed out than I like. I just think overall it just looks like a really nice photo. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this how I would. Okay, so what I like to do first is to go into Facetune. This is especially with pictures that are more close up of my face. This one's not so close up, but basically what I'll do is I'll go to the smoothing tool and just smooth a tiny bit. This one I feel like needs a little more just because the lighting was so harsh outside. So I'll just kind of go wherever I feel like needs a little bit of smoothing. And then you can kind of play with the amount. So I'll just go right there. And then what I'll do too sometimes, like if you see my eyes, it was too bright so you don't even really see my eyeballs. But I'll go in and whiten the whites of my eyes just a little bit. And then I will usually do the details tool on my eyes. But right now the little fine lines and wrinkles are already like showing a lot, so I'm just gonna leave that. Maybe I'll smooth a couple of the wrinkles on my shirt just because I feel like that made it look a lot nicer. Just a little bit, just like that. Then I will save it. Then let's go to Lightroom. Let's go to Light. And I just go to different things and just kind of play around with different settings. Then I go to color. And then I would go and cut out so then that is how I would edit this picture. All right, well that was an experience. It was actually pretty fun to kind of see how other people would edit the same photo, even though I feel like they were all pretty much a waste of money. But if you're looking for somebody to kind of help perfect and really edit your photos, I would suggest the $10 one. I think they did the best. You can also revise it. You have so many revisions per one. So I could have said, you know, could you take the smoothing down just a little bit and then it would be perfect. So, I mean, it's kind of hit and miss on Fiverr, and I think we all knew that already, but this was a fun video to do. Glad I did it. Let me know if you guys have used Fiverr and what you've used it for. Were you happy with it or not? Like, let me know, because there's tons of stuff on there. I don't even know what else you can have done on there. That is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.